Hello everyone. I feel like it's been a while, but I guess it's only been a couple days. But I have like almost streamed most days, and then I'm like, wait, I should just wait until ddv drops their next tweet because maybe it'll be something we'll want to talk about, or maybe I should do a video instead, and really I should just be streaming at like, I don't know, 11 or whatever when I first think about it instead. Because then it ends up being like now, like 1:30 or something. Welcome in, Millie and Brooke and whoever else is here. Yeah. So whenever they give us that blog post explaining what on earth Dream Snaps is, we will probably just stream to talk about it because otherwise that's going to take me like 10 hours to make a video. But today I figure I really thought my pumpkins would be grown, but at some point my pumpkins will be grown. I need to start doing stuff to prep for the update, but I also just kind of want to make more things and make more rugs and stuff. I'm gonna have to delete some designs if we do more furniture. Like I deleted some because oops, what I thought I might work on yesterday, I got really distracted trying to make this. I was trying to block out an illusion design and I don't know what it's called, and I think I've realized I have the wrong shape, so it's not gonna work. What in the world? It's like the game loads in every piece of custom furniture into the center of the house and then puts it in the rooms for you or something. Also, I've had to take apart my setup when I was troubleshooting and I've put it back together, but let me know if things sound wrong. So we're probably not gonna figure this out today. I found a different kind of thing where I can make this work, like doing this perspective and then, where is it? This perspective, but what I really want to do, I have no reason for this either. I just thought it would be neat if I could do it. There's these kinds of like 3D paintings that you can make it look like, pretend like where the dark places are is like the end of like a hedge hallway or something. And then there's a way that you put the things in the parts of the shapes that don't make sense, and you can make it so that as you walk next to it, it kind of does a perspective thing and makes it look 3D. And so I was trying to block out where those different spaces went, so then I could make that work. And it didn't. I think I'm sort of seeing what it could be, but I don't think it's going to be worth doing more of. So yeah, we have that. But I am open to ideas if there's things that folks want to see. I took away Maleficent's black rug so that I would have another design slot. I'm thinking I might take away these rugs. Like, I like them. I do really like his setup, so maybe we take away this rug. Jafar's would be pretty easy to remake, because part of it is I need design slots, but then I also need fiber. We should look and see if Kristoff has more fiber today. And then what would I need to do? I need more seaweed. I did catch a bunch of seaweed for the star path because I was trying to fish and was getting a lot. So that's somewhere I could try crafting more fiber and see how we're doing with that. And then for design slots, is this a custom chair? Yeah, I think like this is a custom chair that I feel like we could replace his chair with a regular chair, and that would be fine. So maybe let's get rid of that one. And then, let's see, how do we... So I need to delete it from in here, but I'm not always sure which one is which. Okay, yeah. So we can delete that one. One thing I'm wondering is with the Dream Snaps update, are they going to be like custom design table and chairs or something? But then if they don't expand our custom design slots in the Touch of Magic tool, I feel like that's going to be a problem. Because I'm not gonna have the space to do things like that. Like, I do kind of like his chair, but we could steal his chair. Maybe let's steal his lamp first. I'm pretty sure it's this lamp because I think lamp number 1 was Maleficent's lamp. So we'll take that one out. I think there's some more things we could do. Oh, it says I still have 2 rugs in storage. That's great. I really wasn't sure about that. And then we can, I think, if we need another one, I can delete the fridge because that's... we don't really need the fridge to make it work. That was very fast. I'm impressed. Yeah. So, okay. That was his lamp, so his lamp is gone, and now you can see the back of the dresser, too, which you couldn't see before. That's okay. This is all still here. I wish I could get a better photo of his, like, this is... what was this? This is one of the jerseys that we did on stream. And I feel like the more I look at it on the mannequin, the more I like it, but I don't think I ended up taking a very good picture of it. All right. Let's go either... So I do want to kind of extend the... what? Oh, right. Shadow bookcase. Forgot about the shadow bookcase. Welcome in, Rosie. I didn't know my voice was disappearing until I start streaming. Also, forgive my Joy-Cons or the game, whatever keeps putting us in this overhead view that is not so helpful. Oh, what? Well, this is weird. Also, we have a Rosie command. Oh, I should do Brooks too. For the... so, you know, you can see each other's links. So usually, like, you saw the lamp fully disappeared when I did stuff. We both got it. Apparently it has no cooldown. So I just deleted that lamp design. The lamp disappeared out of the room. Well, in order to make those other fridge designs, I deleted my old fridge design, the one that was here with the green fire and the mask and stuff. It's still here, though. So I feel like... I think that this fridge was one that I bought from Scrooge, and then it let me customize it anyway. So maybe if you're customizing something that you bought from Scrooge, then you'll be able... like, the item will stay there. Either that, or it's something special about fridges. Let's actually check it with my illusion fridges that are... I mean, that was a pain to set up, but, like, let's be honest. I'm probably not going to do anything with them. So if I delete their design, are the fridges still going to be here, or are they going to disappear like all the stuff that I've crafted? It's like, I honestly don't know. Oh, you know what? I was not in the room. Let's try that, actually. I guess I wouldn't know. All right, I'm going to pick up one of these. This is going to sound weird, but when I deleted the lamp, I was in the room with the lamp, and the lamp disappeared. When I deleted the fridge, I was not in the room with the fridge, and the fridge stayed there. So I'm gonna pick up just one of these fridges, and then I'm gonna go put it in the other... where's the door? I'm gonna go put it in a different room. I was also outside. Okay, so I don't know if it's an outside-inside thing. All right, we're gonna put one of them... we're gonna grab another fridge. Where am I? That's... I get so turned around when I move the doors. We're gonna... My idea is we put one of the fridges inside, in the room with us, one outside, one in a different room kind of thing. And then see what happens to them, like if they disappear or not. The game is so buggy, it is a toss-up every time whether or not something is like working as intended or just some like weird stuff that happens. But then today, let's see. I'm open to ideas for... wait, why does it... Okay, those are wardrobes. I thought those were fridges and it was telling me I had none of them and I was like, how? Just ignore my my blocking designs. So I'll put one there and then I go outside and I'll put one outside too. So I have ideas. I kind of want to see what would happen if I tried to make a lace rug. There's part of me that wants to try to make an efficient racetrack since we're getting Vanellope in a race car soon. But I also just like making illusions and paths and things with the rugs. So if there is interest in that, I'd also be up for that. I've extended the path in the Forgotten Lands, the brick one in front of the pumpkin house a little bit. So if I have enough fiber, I kind of want to make more of those. Let's see. But first, we experiment with fridges. All right, so maybe let's delete it while standing in the main room and see what happens to the other ones. Ugh, my voice is like not not having it. Also, thank you for subscribing. Our subscriber alerts are all anonymous, so the cuttlefish will wave hi to you, but it doesn't like say your name or anything, so that if you don't like being exposed, you can still subscribe during stream. Oh my gosh. It's not just my voice, it's also just general talking today, I think. All right. So we're here. No, we need to... I'm not deleting the item, I'm deleting the design. And I've seen it work the same way every time with the exception of the other fridge that I did. Although these fridges, I think, are ones that I crafted. So it's possible that something different happens with those. So let's delete that. I think the fridge in this room should have definitely disappeared. Yeah, okay. So it disappeared, and then the one in here, I don't know. The one in here disappeared. Why are you still here? I think maybe it is the buying from Scrooge, because when I went back to Scrooge yesterday, sometime this week, because I thought for sure I had customized things that I had bought, there was like no white furniture for me to buy anymore. And I was like, what is going on? And my one out here is gone. Okay. Then why is that other fridge there? It's so confusing. So far everything has disappeared if I'm standing in the house when I delete it. So maybe it's different if I'm not in the house. Maybe if I'm outside. I don't know. I do like it as a really quick cleanup. So I mean, there's that. Oh, there's more. I missed it. So the one up here, I've extended like a little bit. So we made this the last time I did pathing. Like these are rugs. All the brick is rugs. And we made it do this little corner. And then it continues down here now. I don't know if I can fit one more before the treehouse, but I kind of want to do something there. Maybe something around the corner. Oh, these pumpkins are done. I wonder if the other ones are. Wait, what? Why are you not done? What's so special about that one pumpkin? I wonder if I forgot to water it the first time, just kind of missed it. Alright. What do we want to try first? Do we want to make a lace rug, a racetrack, or something else? Just looking for stuff I can harvest while I decide which one to start with. I have no idea where I'm going to put Vanellope's house. Ugh, seeds. Those used to be useful. Like early game, you're like, yes, more carrot seeds, because they're the only thing you have to make money. And now it's like, I don't really want a bunch of seeds in my pocket. Actually, just put some of this away. This, the gardening one. Yes. Okay. Has anybody decided where they would put Vanellope's house? If we can move it, there is part of me that looks at that and is like, it could be like part of the cave wall or something. Will it be coins in the chest? Should I get that far? Or is it gonna be a pouch? Probably just a coin, right? Yellow chest? Yeah. Well, the music is still going. I have not been keeping up with my blue moonstone chest either. Is there either like I run into them, they're really easy to find, or it's really, really difficult and I have no idea where they are? The beach or the forest? See that? I feel like she could work anywhere depending on what you're doing. I want to see what, like how big her house actually is in game, because like mini casita was not mini. Let's see. Oh, I haven't been in Scrooge's shop yet either, so we'll do those first. I was really hoping for fiber. I want to go back to unlimited stalls so I can I want everything unlimited. Just give me a basic creative mode in this game. And then another one maybe for all the questy stuff. I mean, you could put her in sunlit with them. Like give her a corner in it somewhere. We could also make like an entrance for the castle I have up there. Maybe actually move it so it's placed with some intention instead of, hey, let's see how this house thing works. It's a wallpaper, so I will take. Wait, is that the? Do I have the water tile thing? I hear people talk about this, and I was like, "What are you even talking about?" Because I have never seen this in game before.
Hello.
And of course, it's called Bed with a Long Name, like everything else. We got the water tile. You know what? I am probably gonna order a whole bunch of those because whenever I figure out what it is I want to do with them, I want to have them. Hey, isn't this the shirt? I don't like it, but I'm getting it anyway because it's weird. I think this is the shirt from the promo image, the one with the frogs and the mushrooms on it. The game has some interesting designs. Do I have this? No. Yes. As in, I don't need to buy it. I have all of this. I don't have that, but like, why? Oh, there's a tiny camera, which apparently I own and didn't know. I mean, it does look really cartoony, but I feel like I've never seen that when I'm scrolling through my items. This is also feeling very much like everybody's in line for the blender or something. Okay, Scrooge, how much are those water tile things I just bought? Also, just really wish I could buy, like, the custom design things instead of having to craft them. Because that would be so much easier. Even if I have to craft it once and then I could buy the rest of them. Order items. I'm a little concerned that my little save icon just keeps spinning. What are those even under? Are they floors? What? So when I say this game isn't quite finished, is kind of bugged, and I don't necessarily agree with their categorization and find it confusing, this is what I mean. These are the two items currently listed under floors. that I can order. A well of souls and a place setting. Now, some of them, I mean, you could argue like, yeah, that could be in that category or another, or maybe there's a reason that that plant isn't under foliage or plant stuff. But like, the place setting is a floor and the floors are not floors. What is going like, something's not right here. Ooh, what's under landscaping? Interesting. Is it a rug? No, not a rug. Miscellaneous. Where's my random stuff category? Right, the fish. It's gonna have to be at the bottom of one of these categories, right? Because I just got it, so it's my newest item. For whatever reason, we decide to sort everything upside down. Utilities, bed storage, like, is it decor? This is like everything in this game. The filters change by date. Let me get to the bottom of this and we can look at how useful the filters are. Oh wait, it was right there. Okay, I can go back. The filters allow you to filter by color, universe, and these random traits. Oh, we have furniture zones in this one. The sorting is a little bit different, I think, when you're in furniture mode versus when you're doing stuff from Scrooge, and these random styles. Yeah. So that's fun. Not really sure, but like calm, familiar, wondrous, no idea. I think I have a feeling that those things are going to be used in the new Dream Snaps update, but I don't know. I don't find them super helpful. No, why did it? So it used to, when you'd go forward, or if you'd go backward in a menu, it would always just send you back to where you were, and after one of the updates, it started... It's not skipping as bad as it did before. At one point, it was sending me back, like, 2 steps or something. I have no idea how many of these I want. I mean, we can always get more. Let's start with 12, just in case we end up building something today and I want to do stuff. It's the game. The game being silly. Alright, let's save, because I haven't done that yet. Yeah. What? I'm pretty sure I cloud saved, like, yesterday. Yeah, did I get back up to... I did. I got back up to my 2 million. I like to be well enough, like, I want to keep my balance above 2 million. And just keep on, like, pumpkin farming. To keep it there. It is super foggy. It's a reasonable safety net, because who knows what they're gonna do. My bigger problem is that my, like, supplies aren't as, I don't have as much of a buffer there. Is that save thing? It's just still spinning, huh? Let's see how much... I need to check on my fiber, and, in case I want to put out, like... Because if I do a racetrack, I need at least 4 rug... Oh, I could do it with 2. I wonder how many squares the race car is going to be. Because we could theoretically do a 2 rug. We could do a racetrack in 2, in 1. Oh yeah, there's 2 different ways you could make it in 2. You could make it expandable with 2. You could make a full circle with 1. Welcome in, Christian. Let's see. I think the rugs will tell... Well, wait. Is there something closer that'll tell me how much fiber? I have 60, but it takes like 20 to make a rug. How much could I make though? I can make quite a bit. Awesome. See, all of that star path fishing, getting all that random seaweed. I don't want to use up like all my seaweed, but I can put myself in a much better place to be able to make the rugs without like worrying about it. Let's use, I'm counting the seaweed, not the fiber, so yeah. We're gonna make a ridiculous amount of fiber, so then if I want to make a whole bunch of rugs, I can do it and not think about it. I can extend my pathing and not worry about it as much. Still, that's only enough for like 11 more. Which if you were gonna do all of your pathing in your valley that way, why does it think that this is the view we want? All right. I think I might try the lace rug first, just to see what that's like. Ugh. And because that keeps me inside, and then it's not gonna crash. We'll see. So I think the most important thing is for this to work is going to be figuring out like what floor you're going to put it on. But I don't know. We'll see. I just figure there's nothing else here. I think I'm far enough into the room so it's... Oh, I've got all the fiber in my pocket now. I forgot that it'll do that with some things. Customize. How many slots do I have? Let's see. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can make 4 more before I hit the limit again. No, or should we do a racetrack first? Do you think this is wide enough to do a full loop? I feel like maybe it's not. All right. I think using something that's kind of a lighter color is going to make sense. Which one of these has like not shiny texture? I mean, the wood isn't shiny, but I don't... Wood inset rod might be interesting. Maybe this texture, but definitely a different color. Why does it look purple? Ugh. That is... No, not that. Why does everything look so dark, though? Pink? I thought I could do like a nice neutral, you know, like pretty light colored. That's not... That's not what I was imagining. And you could do... Let's... I don't know. We can start with that and then, you know, adjust it later, maybe. Wish it would zoom out. I may end up switching to the racetrack just because it's more of a plan in my head than like... I want to see if this is a possibility, which I think it is, but still not quite sure. What shapes would work perfectly? I mean, this would make sense around the edge, I think, and be a little bit simpler than some of the things I'm imagining. Or maybe I think of it as not as lace, but as like cutouts. I wish it would give you, when you do pattern, a choice of patterns so that you could do it in rows, in staggered rows, or like radial, so spreading out from a circle. So I feel like that would really increase the types of things that you could do. Maybe the cloud. Maybe the little filigree squiggly things. I mean, we could probably do something with Minnie's bow. And with that leafy, I need a word for this shape because I use it a lot. But something with that I think could work. Oh, you know what? We could also do this as cutouts instead. I wonder if that would work better. Like set the base color of the rug to something really similar to whatever the flooring you're going to put it on is. And then cover it with the rectangles and then do your cutout shapes as cutouts. So then you have more shape options, kind of like we did with Jafar's rug. Wonder how close together these can get. So I'm thinking, what would we need to do for color? Are they so much lighter? Kind of the opposite of what I was thinking. Because I was thinking you have like a slight edge, so you'd want something sort of close-ish to the color that I'm working with, and then something either much darker or the color of the floor underneath, which is probably much darker. And then I feel like that would work. I probably should also have set the floor color to something. So if it was that's about as close as we're gonna get, I guess, to what's underneath. And so we might want, like if I had a black floor, this could work a lot better, I think. With this being so much lighter, okay, I think we don't want this one. I'm gonna do the thing where we cover the whole rug in a shape and then we cut out from there. Because that way we can, well, yeah, no, I think that should work. Wrong way. This way. And what do? I think the symmetrical pattern thing, we should be able to cover pretty much all of it. No, we're always gonna have a stripe that I need to go back and fill in. All right, at least I don't need to rotate these base shapes. That makes it so much easier. Okay, and now we can pick pretty much anything we want. And these we'll put in as a cutout because I'm going to use the rug's base texture to kind of be the edging. And then we just have to make sure that these are not the smallest size of the shape. Otherwise I won't be able to put the actual cutout inside them because I won't be able to go any smaller than that. And if I'm gonna put the actual cutout inside them, I am still stuck with shapes that I can change the color. So any of the white ones, which there are a ton of. But what would it look like if we did... Here, I'm just gonna change this so we can see where it is. I feel like you could do something with the clouds and an edging. I don't know if it would be better if it's upside down. Yeah, like I can make it go upside down. That's its smallest, so if I go like a little bit bigger than its smallest... I have no idea if this is gonna work. I wish it would give you like, you know, in Animal Crossing, you've got like your grid in front of you, you have a mini grid, and then you've got like the preview. I need a preview screen on this so that, fine, I need to zoom in sometimes, but like, let me see the whole thing too. I don't know if that's gonna be too large a shape. If I do that, then I've just got like bumpy lines. Ah. You know, like when we did the shadow guys on the floor, we had the little edges to the shapes that we could see. It looks like this is going to do the same thing. So I don't know if that's just something that like happens if your base is white, maybe. But it feels much more limiting. All right, and then we do this. I thought we would keep more of the rug texture on the white part than we are. I do that. Oh, oops. Yes, this. Put that down. Let's see if this works. Why did I do it upside down? There was no reason for me to do it upside down. I just like made this harder for fun. And that sounds right, but I'm turning nothing. Why are we turning now? So I want to make this one maybe just like a tiny bit smaller or the same size and offset. I think here. And then I still want to pattern it. Ugh, why? You see how the first one is perfectly lined up and then no other one is? I wish this seems like such an easy, good idea, and now I see why that is not gonna work the way I want it to, huh? Nope. Not even close. What I don't understand though is like, I thought that the top to bottom would at least, or some of these would line up, but no, it's only the first one. Okay, how close to this can I get and still have it work? Since it is size dependent. And that looks really big. Maybe here? Yeah, these look raised instead of... I want them to be like in the ground, not on top, and we're definitely getting on top. Oh, the on top is partially because of my perspective, but if I look at this, if I were to look at it from the other side, then it might be okay. I need a different floor, I think, too. Let's put it... Yeah, let's try that, and then... I don't like it. It does not work. I mean, this is kind of interesting. It's just like not it. What if I do this, do this, and this, and this? I mean, I feel like we made a normal rug now. It's just boring. I mean, it's a pretty good neutral rug. It's not quite the lace effect that I want. And I think even if I put another one, it's not going to work. So I think I might just transition to Racetrack. Because I think that's much closer to being something I know how to do. It's too many cross-hatching. I mean, there would work. I feel like I just made tile that I didn't need to make, though. But I mean, if you wanted a normal indoor rug, like, that could work. If you wanted to make it tile instead, I think if we just changed... What's only going to change underneath, right? We changed this to be... This is so weird how much it changes. So you could essentially change kind of like the grout that you have all at once. I don't know why the metallics react the way that they do. I was hoping one of these. And then, sorry. Let's see. Oh, the black looks really not nice. Do this, and we do this. But then I wanted to see if I could turn up the glossiness on these and get some of that texture through the white, because sometimes that works. Yeah. I do love metallic brick though. I like the metallic texture and like everything. I feel like that's what I'd need, I guess, to get more of the texture to come through. Because right now it does look a lot like, oh, right. I didn't actually have that placed down, did I? I'm just gonna see what it looks like. You know what you could use rugs for? We have so many fireplaces. Doing kind of like, you know, the tiled area or around the fireplace. I mean, that's an acceptable rug. You want something nice and neutral? Ta-da. Alright, let's go outside and, I don't know, build a racetrack, make it sort of candy-ish somehow. I'm pretty sure I have some sort of patterns that we could work with for that. I don't know what should be around it, like if we should try to match it to the grass in one of the biomes. We should just say, hey, it's got a big square around it and make it something. Where should we build it though? Also, I only have one, I think I only have one rug left in my pocket, so I'm gonna craft a few more of those. Because I want to be able to make it bigger than that. These are down here somewhere. Probably all the way at the bottom, because that's where everything I'm looking for ends up being. Yep. Not the last item, but pretty close. Sure, 10 of them. We still have 90 fiber after that and a ton of seaweed, so that seems fine. And that'll let me put down 11 rugs now. Should we go? Like this grass, if we wanted to match grass, would be really easy, I think. I feel like this color is in here somewhere. I still just like the very first rug I make, well, other than just placing one down, worked so well, and I feel like nothing else I'm making works quite that well. I could see her going down here, but I think I have a lot of room in the forest, maybe? Or in Frosted Heights. I wish you could put them... I was like, oh, around the treehouse, we could do something there. We do have the... We've got the weird aliens build that's like half taken apart in my random memory wall stuff. But there's some like bright colors. I mean, this is a good enough amount of space to be able to experiment with. I'm gonna take that down. Okay. I thought I hit create, but there we go. And my save icon has just never stopped. So which way is, which way does it count as up? Okay. So we can either make the, like this texture can be the racetrack texture, or it can be the around the racetrack texture. That's kind of, if we change the colors on this, could we do something interesting? I mean, interesting, yes. Is it like what we want to be going for? I feel like everything on here is kind of muted compared to where I want it to be. It was like more candy cane candy. That may not work. Like Does it give crushed peppermint or not? That's hard with the red and white if you don't have the right pattern. Oh, we do have striped though, right? What do our stripes look like? They are very much stripes. All right, so something directional because of the amount of rotation that we're going to do is probably not in my best interest. I mean, this though, if you did this in red and white, there's our base, and then did this one. Sort of. Like a literal take on peppermint bark. But again, super directional, so maybe something different. I mean, that's got good random texture to it, so maybe it's only got one color. Do we go really dark? Do we go really light? Like, this looks almost like bubblegum to me, which is probably not the right texture for a racetrack, but I also kind of like it. She has a lot of things in that color. There's also like these colors that I think could be fun. Trying to think also, what are the candy motifs that we have that would go with things? All right, what if we start with this? This is kind of our like around the edges color for the time being. I don't know if we need it glossy. Probably not metallic. Not metallic. Okay, and then so one of the places I ran into a stumbling block with the brick path when we were doing the corner was I didn't measure anything. And that made lining up the different pieces really tricky. So I'm thinking I should probably measure stuff this time. And so if I can find, I want to get the same distance around a particular corner because that's going to end up making it so that those corners can line up. And I think because it doesn't store the size, is that going to be too far? Because this is a perfect square. So what I had been thinking was take a single motif and put it on like each side. But if we take the square, we can waste just one piece, I think. And then if we want to put like a second one, but this is more than halfway, right? Yeah. Because this is max square. Trying to see the little like, all right, if we put max square here, then the thickness of our racetrack though could only be that pink part to the left. And I don't know if that's going to be wide enough or not. So let me see. Let's see what other shapes we have and kind of how big they end up being. So I think all of those are going to be the same. If not, like, I think we can do that. And there's definitely some advantage to using the square like that. What about you? What I have to rotate it though, it's going to be more difficult because I have to do it twice too. What are smaller things? I know we've done this so many times. We could also use the square as a measure and then back off of the square with a different shape. thinking. I'm gonna see how long this one gets. This is the same as the part of the square though, right? Someday, maybe they will improve the rotation tool for consoles. That would be awesome. Yeah, I think that's the same as the square. Because I'm also trying to think, do we want an edge all the way around? And I think we might. Oh, I could put it... There's also that it disappears now kind of a thing. So what if we did this? All right, let's grab the square and do a disappearing square maybe. All right. In my head, it just makes more sense. It doesn't matter which corner. Okay. Okay, so it disappears there. And then on this side, it disappears there. Are we gonna have enough room if I do it this way? Because I need to include the top. Right? Right, so I can't move it in any direction anymore because it disappears. So we do that one there. Is that a... That'd be a good mark. How am I gonna figure out the other side? Because if I have... Hang on. Oh, I hit the mic. I need to work something out on post-it notes. See. Because we have a rectangle, and I think in my head I'm working with squares, and we don't have squares. Because if this part and this part, like, pretend those are equal, or actually, that's what I need to do. I need to divide it. And so if on the short side it's always the same, but then you need that same part here. But then what about the other side? It's just the same amount out? Because it's only going to be long and short sides together? Maybe? Is it? I feel like it is. And then when you put all of these together, it's going to fill in that entire white square that's there. Except I think we could also make like an extension piece in between so that you could elongate the racetrack. There was part of me that was like, oh, we could probably do a figure 8 racetrack, really. I don't think we need to. I like just did this. Why is this not? I'm also, there's part of me that's like wants to make it so that you, with maximal configurations in mind, so that you could rotate it in either way. And I think that would involve centering some of the stuff, but I'm not sure. Let's do this. Let's start with that. And then we're just going to put down 4 of them to make sure what I'm thinking actually works the way that I'm thinking. Because you could put one here. And then you could take this one and we rotate it again, right? We have to rotate it this way. Is that what happens? If we want to keep it to as few pieces as possible, otherwise you could do, I was originally thinking it was like, we could make a second one that is the mirror image. So the opposite corner. You would also be able to do, well, yeah, you could do it this way too. But if you wanted to do the smallest amount of space, smallest number of rugs, why are they not lining up though? I guess the constraints are non-symmetric, which doesn't make any sense to me. I'm just trying to save the design slots. Okay, we could do something with this. And then the other version that we could do would kind of put a piece in between those to make it so that you have straightaways on either side instead of just a little circle. Or we could make the reverse of this so that it's kind of long sides together and short sides together, which makes it a little bit easier. Right, why is it? Because no matter how many times you rotate that one, if I want to flip it, I need it in the other long corner on the same side. All right, let's try that. So which texture did we use? Is it this one? I don't think it's... I thought it was something towards the top, but I don't think it had that much texture to it, but maybe it did. Am I using the same texture I did in the house? I thought it was more like, I don't know, almost stone-like. This one, that's what it was. And then one of the pinks. Okay, this one. Oh, I turned up the glossiness somehow on it, but I don't remember how far. So I'm gonna set this one to the center just because I can remember where that is, and then I can always change the other one. Takes forever to get over here. And then max size that all the way this way until we get the red square, and down till we get the red square there. Okay. So it should be that. Right. And then let's look at these. And take out 2 of those, swap them in for the ones I just made. Oop. So I'm gonna want 2. And this is where I wish they would let us copy designs, mirror designs, things like that. Love the pink color. It's very like, I don't know, like candy pink. Here we go. This is what I was pretty, if they had been square, I could do it this way with the other ones. Which, I mean, if you want like a pinwheel design, you could do it with just the one and it would work pretty well. All right. And those line up sort of close-ish, but that's what I'm thinking is kind of, yeah, build around that as kind of the center. And then if we want it to be bigger than, like, this will make a circle-ish. And then if we want it to be bigger, we could do 1 more or 2 more, but I think you kind of want to just decide which way it's going to be. But this is where I think if we center something, it's going to make it a lot easier. And that's kind of the tricky part for me right now. All right, so we make another one. Nope. Need to turn it pink first. This texture, this color, and then half, and I have no reason for picking half other than it was easy to remember. And then I think, okay, so I need my max square, but where do I need it? Do I need it in every corner? Is that what I should be doing this whole time, is just making one where it's in every corner? Because this I would be putting, gosh, just straightaways, right? So I'd be putting it between the short sides, I think. Yeah, so if I put this between the short sides, then that would put this... We do this symmetrical, is that gonna save it for me? You know what, we could probably do the whole thing as patterned. And No, because the patterns they don't stay in line the way that they're supposed to. No. Yes, symmetrical, put it down. Can I please see like the whole rug? That'd be great. Yeah, but like upright? Here we go. I need to check that this is actually why where it should be. And the same with the other one. And then maybe in the other two corners too. Yeah. So all the way up, all the way over. Where did it go? Game. I swear it changes the rules half the time when I'm partway through the thing. All right, make that symmetrical. And then check them because it may or may not have put them in the right place. It looks like for these, they may be where I need them to be. Yep, okay. Save that one. And then I think I want 2 of those out. Excuse me, where is the cursor right now? Like, here we go. Wait, I can't put it. This might be too big. Put one of those, put a second one of those. And then I have to move them around so that they make sense. Zoom out. There we go. So if we want our small track, we can do it this way. And as long as I still need to block the outer edge, that's the part that I'm a little bit not sure on. Like, I think I can make the round track with the 4 of them, and I think that might be an appropriate size. But if I want to do a bigger one, like, I think this works too. And then this one would go here. Why don't those line up the way that they should? That's where I think one of these squares is not quite the way it should be. But I couldn't tell you why. Like how it got to be smaller than the other squares? No idea. Okay. So if we did that, oh, you could kind of put the crossover in the middle. That would be a lot. Maybe not that. But this way, if you wanted to, you could make it this thickness here between the white blocks. And then it would go around. That would be your corner. Yeah. Something like that. But I don't know if the distance between the white blocks, like the small one on the outside and the large one in the middle, I'm not sure if that distance is too narrow. So I think it might be better just to define what is that outer distance going to be. And so like these outer blocks, maybe they should be the skinny rectangle instead. And then we can use that to block on these too. Or we need a shape that's going to be track width and just say, hey, this is what track width is. It's going to look like this. And then you can do that distance from whatever the white block is out. And then that way we don't have to reblock over here because I can't outer block from this one. So would a single square be big enough? A single square is more than half. So I think it might be. Okay. And then the other thing is, do we want the pink to be the racetrack itself? Or do we want the pink to be the area outside of the racetrack? I wish OBS had like a whiteboard setting where I could draw on top of things. I feel like that would help me so much in so many of the like design things. All right, you like the idea of a pink racetrack? All right. What color should we make not the racetrack then? Yes, they really need to give us more design slots and design options in the next update. Yeah, please email OBS. I'm a little bit surprised that it's not a thing. I haven't quite figured out how to do like, because even if I have a tablet, I don't know how to make a transparent background that I can draw on top of for this live. But like, why don't I have that? I could do so much with it. I would just be sitting here like, look, this is what I'm thinking. If I put it over here, I'm sure somebody could make it happen. Right, so if we wanted to do, yes. Yeah, more colors would be really nice. A lot of the things I want to do, I'm just like, you need pairs and triples of colors that are kind of similar enough so that you can do like your highlight and your shadow, and the colors are just all over the place in the color selector in this so far. Okay. So if we want the track to be pink, we either cover the entire track in other shapes and then we cut out the track part, or we try to simply position shapes around it and leave the track open. Yeah. What color palette thing so you can save colors? That, yes, so you don't have to worry about finding the same ones again. That would be very nice. And really simple things like being able to copy designs. Take a screenshot on your iPad and then go to Canva and remove the backgrounds. Oh yeah, a lot of my so in some of my prediction videos, I have little sketches and stuff and I just draw it in Procreate, but you can just export from Procreate as a PNG. You have to do it as file, not image. And then it'll have the transparent background and then you can put it on. But you can't like live draw, and that's what I want to do. All right. Thinking I might cover the whole thing. Yes. That's where I want a lot of the basic things like layer grouping, easier way to move it. So how big is this space? You know, I wonder if this space is about the size of a 1 square. I'm trying to figure out what width is going to make the most sense for us. And I think if we go a little bit wider, it's gonna work in our favor because we have no idea how big her car is gonna be. So I think we don't want, I think this is too narrow. So if we took up like half of this block, at least, so maybe narrow rectangle kind of as the edging there. And we could continue narrow rectangle. I just am not sure what the width of the path would end up being. Yeah, but there's still, I don't know if I need as many color options as Procreate has, but even if you could give me the color options that say Animal Crossing has, that keeps it simple, but also like it's systematic enough that you could reproduce the colors again. Like I don't need a full all the colors color wheel, but something where I can change hue, I can change like the light and dark and things like that. That would be fantastic. All right, I think I'm gonna start by working with this piece and pull out one of the pairs of squares on the long side and replace it with rectangles so we can see track width. Because I think that's gonna give a really useful starting place. Yeah, the color sliders in the Animal Crossing custom design tool, like if you could do that, I think that's a good balance of giving you a lot more options, but then not totally overwhelming people. And then you can communicate what your color is by saying, you know, like it's 3 over, 2 over, 4 over on each of the sliders. Something like that. I'd be okay with that. I know it's not like the most sophisticated. What did I do? Did I pull out? I didn't mean to take out a rug. I meant to change the rug. I was like, how is it letting me do this right now? Here we go. Which ones are going to be the easiest for us to change? Right, so if we do this, how big do that gets that big? I wish I knew which orientation those were already in. We'll do the close side. Gray? I don't know which color. Oh, to note them down with hex code, that would be really nice too. It'd be way faster. Do we do... Oh, you know, I kind of like that color blue with it. Or the green. I'm trying to think what's the color... I have her picture around, but I'm thinking like, what is the color on her hoodie? Let me see if I can find that. I was just working on the new starting soon ending screens, basing them off the new art last night, so I had her image up. I'm looking for it. There it is. Okay, it's a very dusty green. So she has kind of like a dusty green. She's got a really, like a dark magenta, maybe even red accents, and then her red thing in her hair. So she wears a color closer to this one. I don't know if I... Oh, all right. Are we gonna do... That's something to think about. What sort of dimension might we give to the outer edges of the track? Because we're gonna have... okay. Because there could be borders and then flats and then track, or just borders. Hi Hassan, welcome back. Yeah, so Vanellope is coming in the summer update, which is coming soon, they've said. Like, I'm a little bit like, I wonder if it's going to come next week, but we'll have to wait and see. And so we saw yesterday in the art that one of the things is going to be her race car. And so I wanted to try to make a race car track, which is why we're going with like the pink and the bright colors and stuff. Which is a little bit of a risk because we don't know how big her car is going to be. We don't know what other items she might come with. I'm really hoping for things like, give me more candy furniture. I know we have a ton of Wreck-It Ralph stuff already, so I don't know what direction they're going to go. And there'll probably be motifs that I wish I had, but we'll see. I'd love it if they gave us like, I don't know, like I'm thinking candy fence, candy partition, something like that, so that you could put it around. But yeah, so I'm trying to think through, mostly because I'm going to be putting down a whole bunch of these. If we wanted to have a certain level of dimensionality, I have to kind of think of that when I put down the first layer, because moving the layers is not the easiest thing, especially when they all end up being the same color. But maybe we'll just start with this color, and then we'll start with the color, we'll start with it flat, and then kind of work on it after. We'll just check kind of width and things now. This is at max. I'm gonna do symmetric because, I mean, look, we have such a small gap now. 90% of my rugs are just like outline things with the long rectangle. Right, and then which one is this white square? Not that one. You? Nope. You? Yeah. So I think now we could get rid of this one. And probably the last one too. No, not that. There we go. All right, let's save that and see. Well, it looks like watermelon now. That's why I was going with the pink and green together, huh? Okay, and then this one, we just have to flip it. Let's see what this width is like. That seems better as a width. I think it was too narrow before. So now you could go down this way. So we can continue this line. We could make the green line all the way around the outside. But here, might want to use that curved piece somewhere. But I think what I should do is figure out what is this width. Like, do we have a shape that is exactly that width? Because that would be ideal. Because then as we go around, we'll be able to measure the track width, not just the outer edge. So I'm going to save actually, because I haven't. And then I'm going to test. I think the rectangle may be really close, but I'm not sure. Oh my gosh, I just tried to use the mouse on my computer to click confirm as if that was going to work. All right, let's go back into this and edit that same one again. See, we can still edit details and things, but I feel like it's gonna matter which way I end up making which. Oh, this is a little confusing for me as to which rug is our rug. Right, I think that is bigger than a square then. But how much bigger than the square? At least slightly. Let me swap this so that we know this is my track placeholder. Do you think maybe the smallest size of this? Actually, it looked like it was the default size. Yeah, the smallest size is too small. Delete that. What is the default size? So I'm realizing my square wasn't right up against it either. All right, so smaller than the default, but not by very much. Let me put that down and see it. If we put this one, please let me see the thing I'm trying to. So we put that one right up against it. You're listing down all the possible things we want in the game future. There are so many things, and they do take feedback and they do add some of the things. So having the list and actually submitting suggestions as you come up to them is a pretty good idea. All right, that still isn't quite the right size. What were some of the tiny shapes that we have? So we have like the wand, which I think is going to be too thin. Where's the music note? I've used that one because it tends to be on the smaller side. Oh, this has some smaller pieces to it. All right, so checking the default. How about the small star? Still, if I make it the smallest. Okay, if I make it the smallest, it is about the size of the star. And you can fit the moon between it, but you wouldn't know. Yeah, because I rotated this. So let me I'm gonna take this one out. I'm gonna take this out. I want to see what it is with, like, if I don't alter things. So we have those. Oh, here's the music note. So if we go smallest music note, and we rotate that, that is pretty close. Yeah, okay. So that is the width of the track. It is a full-size square and a miniature music note in width. If you lay the music note along the edging, yeah, okay. This is a weird unit of measure, but I feel like it works. Okay. And that gives us a lineup for the edge too. How do we use this information though? Let's grab one of these. Nope, not what I need. Let's edit one of these. How do I edit? Plus button. All right. So to put in the track, I'm just gonna put in our measuring pieces the same way we had them on the other one, because I want to make sure that this actually does. I think it does. Come on. Different designed furniture. Oh yeah, like the snakes and stuff. That would be a really neat idea. Right, so we put this one. I think the other one I snugged up against the edge. Actually, let's just take this. I'm pretty sure wherever it, yeah. I don't actually want wherever it put it for the second one, but I do. It is one of the easiest ways to get a second piece the same size and color. Can I just see and move it more freely, please? Let me see the rest of the rug. There we go. Let me put that one here. And then I need to grab the music notes. Know which subcategory they're under to be able to find them any faster. All right, I made this as big as possible, I think. I guess this edge doesn't... Small as possible, not as big as possible. So this edge doesn't matter as much because we know we're just going to be putting... we're just going to be putting the rectangle here. So maybe I don't need to mark that side. But I definitely need to mark the other side. Come on. Please. There we go. Our favorite thing ever, trying to rotate it and keeping things parallel. So I think here, and so would this be straight before we put in the curved piece? So that would mean this one go in here somewhere, not that dark, right? And then this one laid right along the music note line. I think here. Actually, let's do the symmetrical thing again so that we have a second one. I was not expecting the camera to just flip itself around like that. Actually, never mind this. Because the other one is already rotated, this one's going to be going the direction that we want it to automatically. So there was no point in doing the duplicate it. So it's going to come down here. And I think, I'm trying to decide if this one, is it helpful to make this one symmetrical? And then we've got this whole line lined. And then we're also going to have a track liner. I feel like that'll be worth it. And then I'm just going to connect these before I try to do the curved piece. That's going to be this. I wonder if the other corner piece is going to be as easy or if I've... Why is it way over here now? The way the game decides to suddenly catch up to everything else sometimes, I'm like, how do you make your decisions, game? Please share. All right. So we'll put that one. I'm going to adjust this one. I don't know why it is not in line the same way. And then I think we may be ready for the curved piece. And I think if it's max size, it lines up with these rectangles. I just don't know about the angles and things up here, like how that works. Interesting. Can I see more, please? No, see more and stay there, please. So the maximum width on this one is not the same width. Like, I cannot make it as wide as the straight one, and I don't know why. I don't like that. So I can make the corner a little bit more round. Like that, maybe? Yeah. I think so. I'm gonna come out so that this saves and we can see kind of what that ends up looking like. It looks really strange. Right, let's zoom out on that. So we have kind of the rounded corner there. We're gonna have almost like these little end caps that we can do something with. I think should be pretty easy to fill in. The yellow squares are not going to be there. We're going to do something else, I think, with the white squares. Then maybe we don't need the green to continue down the side. I'm realizing I did use different colors of green. Not intentionally. It also doesn't look... Like, I feel like I'm missing something in looking at it. I'm also realizing you could you do this with 3? Do this with 3 instead, huh? Like, how big is an end cap? Is that... No, this is like a 2-3, not like a 4-2. Right? Yeah. Thinking about the proportions on the rugs and whether or not I could rotate them in a different way in order to save on some design slots, but I don't think that would work. All right, I think I'm gonna do track width on our final rug, and then we can figure out kind of the what should it look like part. Wait, I didn't actually come out of it and save, did I? Nope. All right, so this, and then you would turn. This one's gonna have a similar corner on it. It kind of goes with my fox. Okay. Saving. Did it save? Yes. All right. I'm really thinking that maybe with that save icon constantly going on the side there, It's not really saving at any of these times. Kinda don't trust it. But we'll still have the instructions here if we do need to remake this, which I might not do, honestly, if it didn't save. But we'll see. Alright, back into furniture mode. I need to find the one of these rugs that doesn't have any green lines on it yet. Okay, so this one, nope. Why do I do it every single time? Where even is this rug? It is not helping that it is solid pink on top of the other ones. All right, let's grab those track defining squares. Max size. Be here. I guess the one on the other side doesn't. Okay. I can see the green line from the rug that this one is placed on top of right now, and it is like, it is really messing with me. Trying to see where stuff is. I feel like I may not need to be placing this one. Oh, see? Maybe I do, because I had no sense of where the edge of this rug was. So I guess that does help, huh? And it looks super off, but it's not, because that is simply a different rug under there. And that is what I keep seeing. Keeps confusing me. All right. And then we make this one the smallest, not the largest. Flip it. No, that way I guess is right. And then I think there. Might not be exactly where it's supposed to be. And then we can put in the green rectangles. Yeah, see, I kept thinking that green was this rug, and it's not. All right, so max. Here, here, here. Trying to see where the edge of this pink is and where the next one begins, and lining things up there. Not going well for me. So I don't know if the darker or the lighter is going to make any more sense. I feel like the dark works if we're going to layer a lighter color on top of it to make kind of edges. And I don't know yet if that's something we should try to do. We could try it on this one and see what it looks like and then delete the layers. It doesn't seem like it makes it worthwhile. Sometimes it looks really nice and sometimes it's just like, why? That one. Those seem lined up for once, which is a surprise. So what I'm meaning is doing this again, except going one shade lighter so that the lighter one is on top. Okay. I just realized that this one is not to the edge, and I need it to be to the edge, which means I also need this one, I think, to come over. Can't tell anymore. So we'll make that one symmetric. And then we just need to add the middle one. Just give me like a separate camera tool in this so that I can move it around and not have to move the shape in order to see things. It'd be so helpful. All right, and then we need this on the other side, right? We're doing first layers, so we're doing darker, and this is the one that we're gonna line up with the music note if I have this right. Okay, yeah. So if we're lining up with the music note, I've got to rotate this one. You can kind of see how not lined up my music note itself is. Yeah, this is not quite parallel either, but it's there. But I don't remember how far it needs to go. I mean, the tweets are good. You can also, they have various, they have different suggestion threads in their Discord for that. And then there's also, if you Google, like, forget what it is, like feedback form, Game Loft, Disney Dreamlight Valley, something like that, they have an official form where you can send things to. It's the way that you would report bugs in the game or stuff that's broken, but one of the options is like suggestions and feedback, so you can send things that way too. But I'm kind of like, put it in all the places so that they see it somewhere. I know they have responded to stuff I put through the form before. Maybe? Do we want it more symmetrically rounded? I think I'm going to prioritize inner edge. I think my rotation is off though. There? There? Oh. It's not the greatest shape. I do realize that I should have put down all of the darker ones before doing the lighter ones so that they would be on the inside. I think it'll be less noticeable if I do the lighter on top for this one first. So matching this rotation is gonna be a little tricky. Partially because it overlaps with the other ones, so I'm not totally sure, but maybe not that at all. Maybe that? No, not that. It's just like, I think I can go back into rotating. I'm gonna adjust it just a tiny bit, but the way that the thing works is like, nope, I'm gonna spin all the way around first. That sound good? What? Maybe-ish? Somewhere in between these is the angle I am looking for. Alright, I can do that. And then we just put this one on top of the one that we already have. Oh, that was like a perfect what I was looking for line, and then I messed it up immediately. Is that far enough? It gives it like a weird bump in it that I almost don't mind. So I want to see what this looks like compared to everything else when we're on the ground with it. No, this looks really weird. Okay, so we definitely have to decide on one or the other. The mix of them doesn't make any sense. It does give it kind of an edge, like some dimension there, so I might do that. What I'm not sure on right now is, do we continue this? Seriously, the rock can go over the rug? When did you even get here? It wouldn't have let me put this rug down if the rock was there. Do we continue the green border on the outer edges, or do we cut off the green border here and make the outer pink some other color? And then we have to do some sort of something for this in the middle. So between the white squares and the white squares, I don't think we want them to be white squares. Maybe whatever this color is, we could make it match with the outside. Oh, do we do a second curb? Guess that would make sense. It doesn't need to be, right? Like we could do this flat in the middle. And it would still make sense, I think. um, so we might be replacing these squares with circle shape. And that would give kind of the curve here, and then we could extend with the squares in between. Just need to kind of decide on like what color is going to go in the middle, what shapes are going to go in the middle. And then the outside, I'm not sure, because I kind of like the idea of having some sort of defined edge, but it also feels weird if it's the same as the rest of the curve. So maybe cutting that out. And I think I do want to do the ones with dimensions, so I think I'm going to go into this one. Change the colors on everything that we have down so far to the darker one, because these are in place. You can see how this is not quite lined up, so I might want to nudge this one just up a little so that they're in the same place, since we know that those two pieces are going to go together. Also, wait, how? Because they go together down here too. Yeah, it's the same thing. So nudge this one up a little bit. Change those all to dark, layer on top of it with the light, and then cut off this part here. That's what I'm gonna try to do. I'm gonna save again. No clue if this does anything, but at least I tried. Okay. Watch there be a friendship quest for make a bunch of candy pathing and make a racetrack for Vanellope when she shows up. You know it's gonna be a thing. Wait, so which one do I want to do next? Is it this one? I think it's this one. Wait, where are we going? No, I think I took out, did I take out the wrong one, or am I just layered so many deep that I can't tell anymore? Guess I took the wrong one. Let's try this one, see if it's right. Yeah, okay, I can't tell where the edges are at all. So I'm just gonna try. First thing I need to change all of these to darker, I guess. That down. That down. This one. And this is why I said if I can decide what I'm doing at the beginning, it makes it so much easier. But at least because we have a full layer all in the same color and know how to change them, I can still do it. Right. This one. And then I think that should be all of those. And I said I needed to move this. This is the piece I think that I said I needed to move down just a little bit. This one. Nudge, nudge. I'm hoping that that's enough. We're gonna have probably additional little adjustments that need to be made. Let's see. So now I'm gonna layer all of these with the lighter one. Okay. I don't remember. I didn't measure like the thickness of the dark part versus the light part, so I don't really know. I don't have anything to gauge it by other than sort of memory. think this is going to be easier if I can zoom out too. There we go. And then this looks so awkward every time that I'm rotating. Sort of. Pretty close. Why is this one so close to the edge and the other times I've done it, it hasn't really felt that way? Oh, actually, maybe there. Yeah. Okay, and then another rectangle. Why isn't it? I thought I could do this with just one, but I guess not. So I guess I'll start it on this side. See how that works, and then I'll do another one. Just covering up that little edge. It feels like a waste of a layer. I don't really know what else to do. All right, and then the other thing I was thinking was kind of cutting that dark green piece that's back there. So I'm wondering if that little angle that it has, is that the same as the music note? So that's the only thing I can think of that might be that pointy. Let me swap this color. This is going to be a cutout, so its color doesn't matter. I just need to be able to see. Oh, no, I would need... Oh, wait, I can mirror things, right? I can't tell what the... I thought one of these was mirroring it, and now I am unconvinced that that's what any of these do. Wait, the first one, maybe? Yes, okay. That's what I wanted to do. Did I not do this the way that I think I need global back on. I don't know the names or what all of the tools do necessarily, and to the degree that I feel like I should at this point. Oh, nice. Images with your list of suggestions. Maybe once he comes, if he comes to the game, I could see that being something that they end up adding. Oh, come on. We're so close here. Just let me do this. So this is maybe not gonna be quite the shape that I was hoping. So maybe not this one. What else is kind of... Is there anything that's kind of flared like that? I just want something that'll fit perfectly in there. Oh, you know what does? The same shape. Should... Well, I guess it doesn't quite because we're talking inner and outer. But this is probably a bit closer than a lot of the other things I would try to put in here. Yeah, that's a lot closer. Oh yeah, for the different shadows and stuff. I could see that. I want to see... Please let me see more of this because I can't tell what I might be cutting off unintentionally. Wait, that is so close. Come on. Like, I know that they're not... Because an inner and outer curve is not going to line up the way that I wish it did. I feel like I could get closer, you know? It would let me put more of it off the page, maybe? Yeah, see, I don't want to have it coming back in on the other side. Like, that's not great for me. Oh, wait. What am I talking about? This is easy. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm doing this. Never mind. I just need to put the layer in the right place, and then it's going to be covered up, and it's going to be fine. I've been doing this the hard way. I feel so silly. Alright, how much of this is actually even here, though? Which one is it? No? No. Yeah, you. Where do you actually exist that it... Yeah, this one doesn't matter, so we can take this one out. Wait, not that. This. Okay, and then this one, if we just put our cut layer all the way at the back, pretty close to the back, and then let's make that cut out. Easy. Wait, why was it not easy? Well, I put it too far back. I need it to be at least on top of the shadows in order for it to have any effect, but not on top of our lighter colored pieces because we don't want it to cut those. There we go. Right? I want to just see it in the picture. Okay, that is so close. So those two, the ones by the music note, I still need to slide them both up, but then also make the edge thicker. Right now it sort of looks like it goes down. You know, like that is a banked corner or something. And this goes almost flat with the ground. So that's gotta be this one. I don't have a good idea again of like, okay, it needs to go up, but like how much does it need to go up? I think that is this one, right? Because it not only needs to go up, it also needs to be thicker, but at the same time, the curve was in like the right place, I think. Is it the angle? Do I just need to... What if I just don't make it flat? And do like that. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just like... Because I think this needs to go so far up. Then when it goes up, I end up losing its connection to the curved piece. And when I do that, then it just gets complicated quickly. All right, so this one needed to nudge up more. Is that okay? That seems wrong. I mean, I have the opposite situation with it now. Let's see. Let's see how far off that is. Yeah, that's... Okay. Can I still zoom in or no? Not from this screen, can I? So maybe if I sort of straighten out the green piece again? Why doesn't it just match? No, not you. Just give me the opportunity to copy and flip whole designs, please. It's like half my work. Oh, this is so close to letting me see what it is I need to do. All right. I think, is this? Yeah. You're the piece I most need to move. I kind of wish I had not changed its rotation. Ooh, there. There would be great. Because, like, I like how that looks. I mean, it's not perfect, but it is so much closer than it was. And then some of the options would be, so that fits. Ugh. I feel like I just put it back. All right, so it still needs to come up some. I can definitely turn it a little bit more. Yeah, it does seem like if I could just make those edges match. All right, try again. This is why I was hoping measuring with the other motifs would kind of make this part easier, but it looks like with the angles, it is still real tricky. You know what I didn't do that I did last time that actually worked well was measuring on my screen the different pieces, like with a piece of paper. I feel like I should have done that again. Like that might be too far, but like Let's make sure that's too far before I go making it smaller. Not too far. It is not far enough, but then I'm gonna have to bring out the corner more. Then that's not gonna make sense, is it? It's also hard because in this view, you have this weird, like there's an angle here that you don't totally end up seeing. And so when you're on the ground, it may look a little bit differently and they may actually line up. like, is this it? It's the smallest nudge that I know how to do on here. Yeah, okay, that is close enough. And then I think I'm gonna try, I really like the way that the curve is lined on the left side. But I'm gonna have to fix that. Like there should be a cobra statue for Jafar. In the board game, there's a chamber called the little heart thing is blocking it. Is it a quest chamber that has a gold one? It's kind of neat. I mean, the end of this year or early next year, I don't remember. But I mean, we know he's coming, so that very well could be one of the items that comes with him. I wish this would just be a little bit bigger. Like, please? All right. If I can rotate this just right, we solve all our problems. Or make a bunch of new ones if I do it not quite right. Oh, what about... oh, it was so close. Can we just go with that? Make them both bad? Maybe? Maybe that works? Alright, that is so much better. I'm gonna come out of this so I can walk around it and save, and then I think it's just the straightaways, which should be easier to line up. We'll have to see. Yeah. Okay, I think that worked better. Much better. Alright, let's save and do straightaways. Casino-styled way of playing. Very rare to get that segment. No luck in getting it. I don't know what that is, but interesting. Oh, the Queen Chamber that has a gold one. Is that, you said DVD board game? Is that like Seen It, or is it something else? Like just a board game? Alright. The straightaway piece should be much easier. Sort of like Seen It. So it has like the two components to it. Straightaway piece. No, why do I do this every time? Like, keep trying to put it out instead of editing it. All right, so in this one we have the dark part, and look at that. We have it in a place where we can actually see just the edges over there to have some idea of how big they need to be. Which one is the lighter one? Is it this? It's gotta be this. And then as big as it goes. I think that big. We're gonna do this so that I don't have to place the second one. Oh, a horror version. Atmosphere used to be a VHS board game. Interesting. I feel like there's a Halloween decoration company that uses Atmosphere in like naming some of their products or something. Okay. Is that all we had to do for that? I think that might be it. And then let's just make sure that all of these line up. And then we can work on the second part and pulling out a lot of our placeholder things here. All right, so this side, look at that. Perfect. This side, what did I do? I feel like it might be easier to move this one back because we still need to take this out anyway. So there are adjustments I need to do to that one. How's that one working up here? Yeah, it's the same thing. That one matches enough. Like some of these, the edges just, they're not right, but we'll deal with it. All right, so for this one, I need to move the top rectangle, the lighter one only, up, and I need to get rid of some of the ones that stick out and then do the cut on this one. I mean, actually, yeah, let's see if... Okay, so we're going for the piece that still has that extension on it that we don't want. This one. And of course, edit. Okay, and we can kind of see it up there. So which piece is which? Nope, not you. Which one are you? And that one? How about you? I cannot tell. I don't know yet if that one needs to move. I want the one that's... This one, I think we can just get rid of. And just get rid of. Yeah. And then... Where are you? Yeah, so this one... Okay, bottom left, we can kind of see how it kind of needs to be double the thickness. So is that like a... Oh. More? Here, I think. And then because that one moved, then I think this one needs to move to match it. Yeah. Do we want to move the curve? The curve might be okay the way it is. And then I think one of these this one, like this is doing nothing. So we can just delete that one. And then I need to do one of these to do the cutout here. Why? What? Yes, we want that, except I'm gonna make it a different color so that in the layers, I know which one is my cutting layer, because I need to move this. And if I leave it as the green, I'm gonna have no idea where it is. So I need this to be behind most layers, but not like all of the layers. Come on. Also though, why is that one like sticking out there? I feel like I didn't need it. Where is my... Come on. How is it not... Because I can see that little bit at the edge and it bothers me, so I wanted to get both sides, but now I have rotated it worse and made it bad. Fun. You know what I should have done was just use a bigger shape. Why didn't I just use a bigger shape? I mean, that would kind of solve the problem, right? I think. It's just we did this before and it was fine. It didn't matter. Oh, if I do it at that angle, I still can't. Right, fine. I'm gonna leave the red one because I know where it is, and I'm just gonna use something else. Like, look at how much easier it is to simply position a giant rectangle over it. Do that, and then move this one to where I have the other red shape. Oh, it did come out, that's why. Yeah. And then this one, I think I can get rid of. Seriously? Okay. There. There. Close enough. Okay. So now they should all line up. We're just gonna double check everything, and then I can work on the center. All right. So we have the edge all done. The yellow is gonna go away. Music notes are gonna go away. The white parts we're gonna replace and do something in the center. Just not sure what the center should be. And if it should have edges or not. Part of me is like, yes, of course it should. And the other part's like, is that worth it? Does it make sense? Don't know. But maybe. Let's see how that works. Because I think what I'm going to do is replace all of the squares with circles so that we can get a curve on there, and then connect them with the squares so that we have a whole center area. Oops, not that one, this one. So I'm thinking maybe start with the center ones because they have the biggest part overall. And we'll be able to see most of it in one go. That's this one. No. Every time. Okay, so what color should we use though? I could do a half circle instead. Let me just change this to some color I'll be able to see. You know, maybe we should just lean into the watermelon and do a watermelon racetrack. Yeah. Oh, what? If we put this here? Wait, but if this is... The other thing is, do we want it to have... Okay, because the way this works... We could either do kind of a long circle down the middle, in which case this part doesn't need to be a circle, or we could do like 2 circles. So you've got more of a figure 8. Like if you wanted to do that, you do that with these middle pieces because that's going to be your crossover. All right, let's just do... This is what I need. I need to do this on the other 2 pieces, but on this one, I think what I actually need is this. Yeah, here. And then if I do symmetrical, we'll go... This looks too easy now. And then change the white ones so that they also match. I don't know why it needs to throw me all the way back to the top each time. I think that will have worked. No! Okay, I think that's the first time it has crashed while I was doing any of the custom design in the furniture. So at least what I was working on right then was probably the easiest part, because I'm just like, here's 2 rectangles, we have everything else in. So as long as everything else saved, this should be really easy to fix. Like really easy to fix. Better be easy to fix. Now, the worst case scenario, remember early in the stream when I said, why is the save icon spinning? Total possibility that absolutely nothing saved, but I'm pretty sure the only thing we will have lost is that the dark pink that I was just working on. All right, I will be right back as we let this load. See how this went? I really don't know. It got really foggy though. That's not the entrance. I feel like my headphones sound different now too. So foggy. How am I supposed to see anything in this? No. I have never So there is a possibility that the custom designs and furniture placement get saved separately. That is a complete possibility, right? So let's check the customizable items in the Touch of Magic tool and see. Maybe there was not even a 5% chance in my head that it would be all of it is gone. Like, I know I said that, but in reality, I was like, I've seen this before. It has never done that before. So maybe like a 1.5% part of me is like, it could have done that, but no, definitely not. So let's see if maybe, if it didn't save the placement, but it saved the designs, fine. That would be fine. But it has been so reliable with the custom designs for the furniture. So reliable. And we went in and out this so many times. I saved so many times. So not only did it save none of the rugs at all, it did save, let's see, did it save me deleting the fridge? It saved me deleting the fridge. But based on these numbers, it did not save me crafting the additional rugs. Hours ago. So the last thing that I can tell so far that it did save was deleting the fridge design. And let's see, it did save me deleting the lamp, deleting the chair, and deleting the fridge. Did I delete anything else? I thought I might have deleted this rug, but I guess I didn't. Maybe I was just doing the other ones. Let's go see if it saves me making the fiber, since it didn't save me making the rugs, but I did those things at different points in time. Because I was getting pretty close to done. Like, I know it still looked like a mess, but like, the plan from there was going to be so fast to finish it. Now that I knew how to do it, everything was lined up, all the hard parts were done, and we were like, we were going to do the center part, which was going to take me like 2 seconds because it was 2 more circles, and then we could see if we wanted to design it, do the little end cap things, and it was going to be done. So I have no idea how much fiber I had before. Let me check into the, because I should have enough to make like 11 of them, I was saying, based on the, and then have some left over based on the amount of fiber that I had made. I'm just curious. No. Okay, so no, it didn't save me making fiber. At least it didn't. No, because then my pockets would have been full of fiber if it had saved that part. Because I had made like 300 and something fiber. 300 and, because I said 11, like 320, 330. So if we did this, right? That's what we must have done. So the last time it actually saved was sometime before I did that. I don't know why it chose then. I wanted to see if I came out of the fiber making, if we'd end up seeing that save icon pop back up. You know, the least it could have done was like double save my fiber. Like, give me some benefit here. Cause, yeah. Well, in this stream we learned how to make a racetrack. We didn't finish it because the game decided not to let me finish it. But I don't have a great confidence in continuing with the design. Even though I know how to make it now because... Oh, you know what? We made... Did it save the other one? Because we made that rug inside. Because I was trying to make lace and I gave up because I was like, I don't like the way it looks. But I did make a really nice, basic, neutral rug inside. Remember? 2.5 hours ago? Or whenever that was? So I want to see if it saved that one. Yeah, the fridges are all gone. No, it didn't save that one either. That's cool. Just like 4 custom designs in 2 hours, all gone, plus the ones that we deleted to make space for those, also all gone. I'm glad I didn't... I'm not actually sure. I'd have to go back to the video to see. I don't think I lost any material, just outright. Yeah, it's very this is fine meme right now. It's deleted whole outfits when I was almost done with them before, like the Jafar stream. We were like fine-tuning that and then it deleted the whole thing and I quick remade the whole thing. I don't know if I want to remake the racetrack right now because I had been planning on going, you know, probably not later than like 4:30, which for me right now it's like 4. So I mean, now that I know what I'm doing, I could do it so much faster. But like, it might... do I want to try to do it or not? Because we could wait until Vanellope's here and we get bored with Vanellope and then go make a racetrack then. Like, that might be a better option. Because there's also part of me that, like, I don't know... Well, I was gonna say, maybe if I design the rugs inside and didn't put them out yet, but I designed them... Well, I really do need to see them next to each other so that they line up, right? I mean, I could use a pattern like the stripe pattern or something. Yeah. So I'm... Because I don't know why it didn't save. I mean, I guess I did see the little spinny icon. But because I don't know why it did that, I don't trust it to not do it a second time right now. So I don't know. Because I've had excellent luck with the Touch of Magic tool working indoors on furniture. I've never had it crash for the furniture. I have it crash all the time with the clothes no matter what. But if I come out of it and I save and I go back in, as long as you can make it out of the designing menu, like your clothes save and it's fine. It's fine. So I don't... The fact that I was able to come out of the clothing menu and I saved like so many times, but like... And it went back so far, so it's not something that we did when we were working on the racetrack. It goes back to before the very first rug that I made, and I don't know. I'd have to look. I'm curious to look and see, when did we get that little spinny save icon that just never went away? Because I know I've commented on it in stream before, but I've never just straight up lost hours in this game. Like you lose like a couple minutes, maybe. Oh, did we go up? I want to go look at the pumpkin house or something cute. So I was wondering maybe if I did them inside because I've had such luck with it inside and we didn't put them down after designing. Like, would those save then? And then we could just do our fine adjustments outside. But it didn't save when I did the one extremely simple rug. And that was inside. That did everything that we normally do. I think the only new thing we did was the experimenting with how to delete the designs. I do really like this. I know it's the simplest path ever, but it's kind of neat. I'm not sure about the bench being surrounded by pumpkins. It seemed like a good idea when I was planting them. You know what? I'm really happy that I didn't harvest all of my pumpkins during that time, because if it had gone back to after harvesting hundreds of pumpkins too, I think I'd be kind of unhappy about that. I really like this guy. I'm wondering if maybe I should add some more of him around in here. Let's see if I can put down one more rug here. I'm trying to, I want to break it a second time, because if I know how it breaks, maybe I could avoid it. But also, like I said, it's hard to tell what is going on with this game. I have no idea. Oh, not that. I don't want to put that here. Although it doesn't look terrible in the Forgotten Lands. Come on. Please. I think I have this one backwards. Oh, is it too close? It's too close. Okay, so I can't actually extend this any further. If I did make... Because we have the horizontal one. What is going on? Okay, so you could put a horizontal one, but it would have to be like that. It couldn't be... I'd have to take out some pumpkins if we wanted it to turn a corner or something. I mean, I could make a little, like, end bit here for this. That seems easy enough. Let's try that, because that's really simple. Or at least it would be simple if I could remember how on earth I made this. Just to see, you know, how much it, wants to crash. I think the tricky part is how wide is this? Because I want to have that as kind of an opening. And then put a simple border around the width on there. I think that's what I want to do. I'm gonna try that for right now. I could do the full, like, if I experiment with it, I could try to do the racetrack in like in a speed build. Now that we know how it works and have kind of figured all of that out. I am thinking about doing some of the, like, this pathing, the wood plank one on the beach, and then the wood plank going the other direction, doing those as like a quick video. What do I want to do? Customize. I don't know if I should look at the other rugs or just pretend I'm going to make a new one. I do have enough design slots too, right? Like, I counted these? Yeah. So I guess I'll have to delete more stuff to make the racetrack was only 3. So I would have been max design slots with the stuff that I had actually made. You know, it would be nice to have placed this slightly differently. Oh, I don't remember how I did this one. What was it? Not this one? Okay, so it was this one. I think I didn't adjust it. Oh, good. We can still see part of the other one. Oh, wait, is that it? I feel like no, the grout, I think, maybe it's the dark brown. Yeah, like, I can tell. And if I can't tell, then maybe it's fine. All right. And then I think all I need to do is a bunch of the gradients. I don't remember if I had the half gradient or the whole. And I think it matters. I just don't remember which one it is. Let's see how much I can recreate a design from memory. Oh, that is not the right color. Okay, so I think it's the other gradient. At least I figured that out. Oh, it'd be so much easier, I guess, to redo the racetrack right now while it's still fresh in my mind, since I have answered all of the questions that I had about how would I make this. Really would make sense. This looks wrong too. Wish I could see just a little bit more of it. Let's see, how wide? I think I'm gonna place these on this side. That. Yeah, if these fall down this way, and then I'm not sure how wide, but if we take it like here, symmetrical. Well, what if we just scooch those to the middle and just decide this is how big it's gonna be now? And then do the same thing. Oh, come on. Come on. Something like that. I know I did something in the corners and it worked well, but I don't quite remember what that was. Ooh. That looks like that could potentially work. Yeah, that one. Do it again. So I'm gonna need, I can't quite see where the front of the rug is. Okay, it's there. You know, we might as well just continue with that scale. I need to move this down so I can see what angle I'm at. Come on, move. Ease? Can we just, I don't even know why it's going in the direction that it's going anymore. Come on. There, okay. Oh, but then it cuts it off, so if I put it here, I think if I put it here, then we've got a whole box, and then the screen rotates for no reason, and it's fine. And then I do the same thing. We do them, I think I need to rotate it to the side, and I just need to, which way? I don't know the width of the other one, because I need this part to be equal to the part that's coming into it, which means imagining kind of the width of the other rug, or like the short side of this rug, and then the border, and then how big is the opening that we have on that side for the center path, and I don't know. Come on, just let me put things off of the rug. It'll be fine, I promise. Symmetric hue. Oh, you know what? When they overlap, it almost looks like a step. Kinda don't hate that. Should it be there? Oh no. I think I need to place this one down so that I can see if that lines up or not. All right, so this one to go at the edge. Rotate. And try to center it. It can be centered, right? Or did I need to make it offset? Just like one square to the right, please, game. Please? Please? Why is the hand moving if the rug doesn't come with it? Like, why is this the way that this game works? That is surprisingly close for completely randomly just being like, I think I remember a few weeks ago making this with. All right, I think my colors are off. I couldn't tell you what about my colors is off. Oh, you know what? I think I need to change the glossiness on this one, although I kind of like it better without the glossiness. You get a lot more dimension. I mean, part of that's because the top is so flat, but like, what do I actually need to change here? Just the fact that the other one is not symmetrical. If the other one had been symmetrical the way I should have thought through to do it, we'd be all set. So it's just taking the one on the right, bumping it in, not quite to the edge of the bricks that are there, and then changing that so that it matches the shininess of this one, or just taking the shininess off of these. Should I change the shininess on those so that it looks more like this one? All right. Screenshotting that in case I need to reference it. The one on the right, I can't come all the way out to the brick. Don't come out to the brick. Right goes in more, so the right wall is going to get a little bit thicker. And then I think I need to open the other one because I have no idea what the shininess on it is. Right, so where's my other brick? These guys. I feel like maybe I even turned it all the way up. So you can see it in this. Okay, it's the halfway. I usually respond really well to the game being like, it's just reminding us to stretch and drink water and stuff. And today the game has kind of let me down a little bit, so I'm a little bit less forgiving. But this is one of the reasons why I wanted to try on one of the designs that I could do pretty quickly. So I didn't save, but I did manage to put the whole design down, like I made it and then I placed it. And then I went back into the design menu and I opened up an existing design. So that one should be unaffected just to see what it was. And then when I was trying to go back out of that one, that's when it crashed this time. So I'm not sure if it will have saved the new one that I did. And if it did save the new one that I did, is it still going to be on the ground or not? And then if it did save that, I mean, the design I was just opening should be completely unaffected, but there's part of me that's like, interesting. So we'll see. And if it doesn't save the thing, then I'm not really sure what's up with it. I'm also just really surprised that it's doing this. I'm trying to think. I guess I have done outdoor designing with the Touch of Magic tool on the furniture before, because that is how I made like that first umbrella. The chair was made that way too. I'm pretty sure the pool I made indoors. I don't really remember. But like these, all of the brick rugs I did do outside with pumpkins everywhere. I did the beach one outside, so something is working differently and I don't know what it is today. Okay. Why don't those line up? That's really... What? Why don't you line up? These are literally the same rug. How How is that even possible? You see how it just like doesn't, like that's the same rug in a row. Maybe I should actually be fixing one of these so that they align a little bit better. But let's see if it saved that design or not. Okay, no, so it's... Yeah. And that was one where, again, under every other circumstance, I'm pretty sure when I've played this game, if I'm able to get out of the design menu back to this place and then back into the game, if I'm able to place it down, which I was, so that we could look at it, the game typically saves. What I can't remember right at this moment is whether or not after placing it down, did I exit this menu or did I go right back into it to look at the other one? Because if I didn't run around on top of it, then, you know, maybe not. But typically when you get here, it would save it. So, I don't know. Let's see what the save menu looks like when it thinks that the last time that we did cloud save was. Because like I said, when we started stream, I thought it was weird that it didn't think I had cloud save for like 2.5 days, but I knew I had way before then. 2 days and 5 hours. What is wrong with this thing? Because I did this at the beginning of stream when it said like 2 days and something, and I commented on it and it said this, and then we did it several times during stream and it's just not, it just doesn't do it. Okay, the other thing, let's check the other stuff that I had done. So I had made that fiber, right? And I had put it, into the thing. Oops. So let's check and see if I have that in here, and that'll give me a sense of how far back it did actually save, if that's saved in there or not. Okay, it did save that this time. Oh wait, when we were in... I don't remember, I'm thinking back to the first crash and how much it didn't save. Did it save going into Scrooge's? Did it save like buying more stuff? Because I really don't even know at this point. That was something I hadn't thought to check. What? Okay. I don't even have the same stuff that I did at the start of stream in here, which is really frustrating because I had that... Because I had a different wallpaper, and right here, I had that really cool tile that sprayed water in the fountain tile, and then I ordered a whole bunch of them from Scrooge.
Ah, the sun's shining almost as bright as my money.
How much crash did this crash that Scrooge's shop reset? I am playing on the Switch in the middle of the day, no time travel, synced to the internet. What? That's a good question. Let's see if I do still have them. Also, welcome in, Tanny Games. Yeah, we need to check that. This is the weirdest series of crashing that I think I have. It just doesn't fit any of the patterns I'm used to in the game. That reset the entire shop.
Oh, greetings, neighbor. Aye.
Thank you for lurking.
Thank you.
It's the way I watch most streams, because I'm always doing something else at the same time. All right. I hadn't even thought to come in here and check. What is that? Oh, it's one of those Wally outfits. Okay. I have to go out and go into furniture mode in order to check, right? Or I can check with Scrooge to see if I could order stuff. Where did he go? Here you are.
Oh, greetings, neighbor.
It was like all the way down at the bottom. I wonder if that ordering is what triggered the original crash? I mean, like, it's so weird. I've not seen it let me keep playing and then just simply not save. And it's not like just a problem with the autosave, because I've always said that it felt like me saving was kind of like a fake button, because it didn't always actually go back to where I had saved when it would crash back when it used to crash all the time. And that feels even more so this time. No. Because here's the thing I just bought. That is still here. But it looks like the little water tile, which I found at the beginning of the stream, is not here in inventory at all. And I had gotten like a dozen of them or something. So I guess it was before I bought that. I don't remember the exact order of things, but I guess if it went back to before I had the fiber, it's sometime after deleting the fridge and after deleting the other furniture in there, but before crafting all the rugs. And I guess before buying the one thing that I had never seen in game. I'm pretty sure I didn't check, but I feel like this end table might have been new, but like, come on, the water tile? I have not seen it in like, what, almost a year of playing the game? I don't know how long it's been in the game though. It could have been added in a recent update. Oh, I forgot about that part. That's a lot of stuff to have lost. I also feel like though, I kind of want to... What was the category that I was in where I did see it? Just in case it didn't appear under all. Because it had like those two rugs. Wait, let's see if this is fixed. No, okay, this is still messed up. When I saw this come up in the store, I was like, the game is broken. Because these are not floors. Was it under miscellaneous? When I finally scrolled down to the bottom of this? I just want to triple check, you know, because sometimes the categorization in this game is not super great. No. Was it under rugs? Because I feel like I saw these two together, and that's the only category I can think of where they would have been together. Decor? No. What? Oh, that's doors. I was like... this one. Just in case. Because I have had it before where I was like, wait, I thought I just bought 10 of those things. And I look in a category and they're not there, so I buy 10 more. And then I find them somewhere else and realize now I have 20. But if I couldn't buy it, that means that I never bought it, right? So I was like, wait, but I have this camera and I bought that before it crashed. But I already had one of those. Dear Game Loft, if you would like to see why people are frustrated, if you would like to better understand what happens when the game crashes, not the usual crashes, but I feel like this would be an interesting case study since we have it all recorded for them. Like, you can see what happened, you can see all the times that I pressed save, you can see all the actions that I took. And then you can track back kind of like how far. I think they will be getting a link to stream in their feedback form. Okay, so what else is cute that we can go look at for a second? But I think because I don't trust the performance of the game right now, I'm not gonna try to remake either of those designs today. I'm really happy about the decision to try to make the end cap on the brick one instead of going back and trying to speed run the racetrack. Because I know that the end cap on the brick path is gonna work whenever it works. Oh yeah, let's get some fish. And I want to go back and stream and just see when did that icon that I was like, hey, that icon looks wrong. When did that icon start? And maybe we have some idea of what happened. No, I didn't want to go. I wanted to pick up the shell outside of Stitch's house. I didn't want to go in Stitch's house. I also kind of want to just run around and clean up the valley. What's this bookshelf? And can I? Oh, I do have it. Okay. And I want to pick pumpkins and things. But I also don't want to spend all the time and pick a few hundred pumpkins and then have it not save that progress right now. So, no, it's kind of strange. Let's put the fish. Oh, wait. Stitch is here now. Let's put this in here. Oh, I love that button. Of all the things they've done, the like automatically the quick transfer into storage, my absolute favorite upgrade to the game. So I mean, see, this was something we made outside, the brick path we made outside, so it's not making rugs outside, it's not making rugs inside, it's something else that must have happened. There's no, oh, I didn't know that was a chair that he's sitting on over there. Like, this looks like oh, he stood up. Oh, because he needed to play his flute. This man and his flute constantly following me around. I'm a little surprised we haven't heard it yet today. I was gonna say, in one of the videos that I posted this week, I have like a quick clip of that I had to make. It's not a clip, it's like, you know, but it's basically, see if I look at him over there, he stands up again. But it's like his face poking out of the bush, and it was basically what he was just doing there. Thanks. This was on another stream, so if you want to be able to make like this one and then the brick one that's up by the pumpkin house, those two are in, we made those on stream. But yeah, and had no, I mean, this one was a little bit tricky, but like nothing like today. Today was ridiculous. So in the future, we can try to make the racetrack. I know how to make the racetrack. I'm probably going to forget by the time I actually do make it. What mode do we have today? I've still got Rainbow Fox, so not like too many options. I guess I have this as, is this the photo that we, or the thumbnail that we have today? Oh, or is it, where is this one? How do we do these? I take pictures all the time. Truly, I do. It's basically this, right? I guess I'm sitting a little bit further back in the other one. But I'm thinking about doing like this path, the brick path, and then I've got another, like a wooden floor plank path. I'm trying to think of other ones to put in a really quick, like, how to make rug path kind of video. And then maybe do a speed run of the racetrack if we get it to save. Or at least not crash long enough that we could actually see it happen. That would be cool too. But I think we'll end here because the game is just like given up. And I don't trust it right now, which is hasn't happened in a really long time. So I guess it just needs a rest. And yeah. We'll see. Hopefully it gets better. I don't know if maybe there's something about if you fill up your design slots and then you delete them again, but I'm gonna go revisit the first part of the stream to try to see like what Minnie and Goofy waving hi to everybody. Oh, Ariel's gonna come here. How many? Ariel? Personal space. Okay, that's a little bit far. Somewhere in between there would have been fine. You know, So, yeah. All right. I don't know when the next stream is gonna be, but oh, is Simba gonna come too? Oh, look, they've got reasonable distance between them. I'm not sure if it's gonna be this or if it's gonna be something else, because I do have the Animal Crossing island I really want to finish, so we could just like marathon finishing that, and then we could marathon new island going to 3 stars. I have started Dinkum, so I have that. Got some other things. Welcome back, Christian. We are wrapping up because the game decided it didn't want to save anything. It didn't want to save anything, so it saved almost nothing for the past 3 hours. Yeah, there's all the game I want to play. So we do also have that ridiculous farming game, Evergreen Valley, that I was working on. But I kind of like making stuff, and in both Dinkum and in Animal Crossing, you get to keep making things. And they're both like super reliable, even though I play Dinkum on systems it wasn't meant to be played on. Still super reliable compared to what happened today, at least. So hopefully this game goes back to its usual, mostly stable self before the update, and then hopefully the update makes it even more stable, but we'll find out. Whenever they post the blog post about the Dream Snaps update, we'll at least go through and look at it, and then we'll test out the game again, and maybe make the racetrack sometime in the future. But thank you everybody for stopping by, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.